Hello and happy Wednesday. It is a balmy, humid 87 degrees right now. We have a high of 93, which has been the norm for all this Memorial Day weekend that we had. Summer is here. It's hot. Had a good first 2 days work. If I don't leave as close to 2 as possible, my 28-minute drive rapidly turns into, Friday I left and it was a 58-minute drive home. So burning through podcasts, which is nice. Gives me way more time for reflection than what I usually prefer. But hey, it stinks not feeling like you really fit in, belong. But I mean, like, it's been like 2 days. Are you really gonna fit in or belong anywhere in just 2 days? That's a thing that is not just singular for work at the moment, in the trials and tribulations of Larissa Marino. But Sunday then, I helped lead worship, which means I helped by playing the bass, and I have not seen these videos yet, so we're gonna watch them together. Videos were taken courtesy of the lovely Miss Jannesa Campbell. I'm also gonna be eating lunch, so be prepared to see me eating popcorn while watching myself play.
Worthy of every
Jannesa took the video, and I had like my whole row of supporters because Jannesa's sister Jordan came to see me play, and probably to see the church that Jannesa attends as well. And then both of Jannesa's grandparents that live in Indiana came, and then Megan came, the one who we had the surprise party for last week, and then Megan's sister came, and her sister's husband came. So it was like a full row of people to see me rub some horsehair on some steel strings. So that was cool.
Who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord? Our God is alive, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power and fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before Him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sin of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before
Amen.
If you look, I didn't use my little yellow thing to set the bass in this time. I actually used one of our mats that we had because there's more space for me to slide the bass to move to play it. And I'm using a brand new mic that they got specifically for stringed instruments that attaches onto the bass, so I don't need to worry about clonking into it like I have in the past. So that's nice. One more video of me playing.
She no longer has a place to hide. And I am not a captive to the lie. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. My
So, bunch of good songs, right? I mean, ultimately. The reason I was even able to get my bass to church was because a coworker of mine from Metro Center, Amanda, and I just switched cars, which was very nice of her. Borrowed her Nissan Rogue. Mom and Dad said I went rogue. And she came back here to swap out the cars, and I made lunch. And then we watched John Carter and just hung out. It was great. Had like a little impromptu Sunday movie day. And then Monday was Memorial Day, and something that Jannesa, Anna, and myself has said that we were going to do was go to the Tennessee Renaissance Festival, which is held at a location that does then tours of a castle. I did not go to the castle. I instead decided to stay with Jannesa just because it was so strange. But here's me at the Renaissance Festival. I had a shaky egg and a kazoo. See, because I went as a bard, right? That's what you do for the Renaissance. All ye classic old-time favorites. It had a blast, and I probably would have been way more entertaining, like, to everybody as a whole, if I had drank a little bit more water, and a little less not water, because it was hot, and we sat out in the sun for quite a while. But we did see a lot of cool things. So here was Prince Charming with Cinderella Slipper, who we ran into, and then everybody was just dressed up as, like, fairies, elves, like, everything. I think he's like a faun or something. He has horns, or demon. I mean, just whatever you want to go with. But then we went and sat in this field area, and they had a falconry show.
And catch it. When he does, I need you all to go absolutely crazy. Are you with me?
Yeah.
I said, are you with me? Yeah. Hopefully Marilyn is today too. All right, here we go. Marilyn, how? Oh. Hold on, sneak attack. There we go, let him hear you. Now, you will notice that now that he has his both feet on the lure, he has covered that lure with his wings open, all right? This is a process called mantling. All birds of prey do it, all right? Basically, what he is doing is that he is covering and protecting his food from the next nearest largest predator, which in this particular instance happens to be...
So that was cool to see, and he really explained everything, which was also cool. But then he was asking for volunteers, and, well, of course I volunteered.
No one has ever been killed at any of my bird shows, as far as you know.
Yet.
Actually, the answer I was looking for was trees. Let's go ahead and give our trees a big giant round of applause. Now, what I want to illustrate with this is basically that every single day for a bird of prey in the wild is a life or death struggle. They do not get to chase their prey over perfectly manicured grass in a straight line. We have planted our trees just a little bit more than 3 feet apart. Sonia here is, as I said, an above average female Harris's hawk. She's got about a 3.5-foot wingspan. All right. Now, guys, gentlemen, I want you to have about a quarter of a step closer to the ladies. Perfectly excellent. Right? But even though she's so big, it's really not that big. Oh, I know, don't applaud. That happened way too fast. But I know the main reason you guys didn't applaud is that you think she can do a little bit better than that, right?
Yeah.
You guys think she can go through a tighter gap? All right. So this is what you guys are going to do. You're going to take about another quarter of a step towards each other. Perfect. Okay, good. Now, they are now less than 2 feet apart. Now, for this one, you're going to want to close your eyes, all right? For indeed, a feather in the face is no fun. Sonia, up. Give her a big, giant round of applause.
Woo! That's awesome.
But here's a really fun fact. The fun doesn't stop there, all right? You guys think she can do something even cooler?
Yeah.
You guys remember me telling you this bird's been in my show for less than a month?
Yes.
Fun fact about rehearsing behaviors. One thing I can't recreate during the week is all of you. So sometimes we get to do things for the very first time in the show.
Woo!
Could be good, could be a lot of complaints. All right. We get you guys to take about 1/8 of a step back. All right, good sir. You're going to take this arm, you're going to extend it out to right about here. Right about here. My lady, you're going to do the same thing with that arm. You're going to put your beer down. All right, you're going to take your other arm and you're going to put it up right about here. Mammy's going to do the same thing. Perfectly excellent. All right. My lords and ladies, I give you now the seldom seen and never requested Hoop of Doom.
Ooh. Ah. We know our cue.
Well done to you. All right. Now, Sonia, wait. Yeah, she knows exactly what we're doing now. All right. So, Sonia, up. Sonia, up.
Woo!
Let's give her a big giant round of applause.
Yeah.
Let's give our volunteers a giant round of applause. Well done, guys. You can return to your friends. And good people, that about does it for us, but I do have one final question for you. Did you enjoy the show?
Woo!
Well, we absolutely enjoyed performing for you. If you liked our show, do us a favor. Come forward, drop $1 or $2 in the basket I have with me right down front. Know that all of your donations go directly to the care and feeding of these birds. But most importantly, please remember this. We only have one planet.
So that was fun, right? I got to be so close to eagles and stuff. And then we sat there in the sun for a good half hour. And then they did the jousting, which is also very exciting.
Now that we are assembled, I shall put this question to you. Why have you come?
We have come to do battle for honor.
Have you come at great expense and with much fatigue by sea and land from afar to acquire honor and renown? Do you enter these...
They kind of did like a whole introductory thing, and apparently our knight had his own special chant, which was to just go hoo, 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 which I'm pretty sure he was just trying to turn us into monkeys. And then...
In blue and gold, Chevalier Philippe Lemaire, knight at the ready, learn! School points for Edward! Cheer your knight! Knights at the ready! Learn! Move that lance, please, Squire. As the knights come about. Learn!
That was probably 10 minutes before I suffered mild heat stroke. Then we went and sat down in the shade and listened to some music, and I guzzled 4 bottles of water. So each time somebody tipped $1, they were supposed to play faster and faster. But then towards the end, this is Jannesa and I sitting at like the main stage area where they did their final song. And this is just a video of the outlandish costumes and everybody else that was there. where we were, there was kind of a lot of people. It was kind of hard to see stuff. But Queen Elizabeth was there. So we did that Monday, and I opened at work yesterday, and I close at work today. So it's a really weird week. It does not feel like it's Wednesday. But I mean, at this point, what's even normal anymore? I think that Jannesa and I will be going to a baseball game tomorrow night. I think that we're going to go to the Star Wars game, which is very exciting. I mean, I'm excited because they have a Star Wars themed game. Not on May the 4th, which is strange, but whatever. Like, we're going to be mad with an excuse to pull out our lightsabers and to dress up. Because we're actual adults. But anyway, she got free tickets through work. Can't complain about that. But anyway, I hope that you guys had a great week. I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you next week.